Alright, what is up everybody? It's Obscenity, and like I said, I'm doing the 9 setup video now. Now, normally, I start in the map, but this time we're actually gonna start in the create a class menu, because it is very important to get a class down in this game. Oh, we could do Arsenal Accelerator, why not? So, we're playing solo here, right? If you're playing multiplayer, you want to make sure that you've got the scepter equipped. You want to make sure that you've got nowhere but there to teleport to a down player. And one other thing that's very important. Temporal Gift is the strongest elixir in this game. I know you can go over here and say, like, but Perkaholic, but Shopping Free, but Near Death. No. Temporal Gift is the strongest one, without question, because it's free. It's free and its effect is incredible. The first double points you get is going to be on round 2 or 3 usually, maybe 4. Making it last twice as long guarantees that you get through the whole round with that double points active. Now, one other thing. Normally, I would say start with the Strife, right? But on 9, we're actually going to start with the Mog because we need the extra damage. It's either Mog or you bring Acid Bombs instead, especially in solo. Now, you can use a Talisman if you want. I've never really used these things. I didn't even bother unlocking them. Like, I didn't bother doing the like the 75 roll. Like, I always save all my elixir, or all my, or my plasma rather. I save it all for the 40. Because 1 triple guaranteed rare or better is an incredible way to stockpile on some of the better paid consumables. As for perks, only thing I'd say is you should probably have Dying Wish no matter who you are. If you don't have Dying Wish, you're just turning down... You're just making the game harder for yourself. You're turning down a free second chance whenever you need it. The rest of the perks are really up to your playstyle. I run Secret Sauce because I never know if I'm going to be running melee or, need Quick Revive or whatever. Quick Revive actually regens health quicker in this game too, which makes it useful in solo. And then Bandolier for extra ammo so that, like, any weapon I pick up is usable. And Winter's Wail in this game, especially modified. Actually, I think it's only modified. It's one of the strongest perks in the game, in my opinion. But again, run whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just going to ready up here, and we are going to pause until the map is loaded. Alright, welcome back. You know what? For the sake of these videos, I will turn off cartoon mode. The first thing you're gonna do, go up, knife the banner, whatever the challenge is, that's what you gotta do. It's nice and simple. The points in this game are different from the points in Black Ops 3. It no longer matters if you shoot a zombie before you melee them. So just kill them. And as soon as you can, buy the 750 door, run through it, run up top. Shield piece can spawn there, or there. And that challenge in specific is not the reason that we're running. That challenge in specific is not the reason that we're running the Mog. It's actually the rest of them. It's specifically because the Mog is incredible for taking off this guy's armor early game. And if you kill both his arms, he falls over. So anyways, we're not making it all the way to the other side of the map, but we start off knocking out 2 of the 4 champion rituals. You need all 4 of those to open Pack-a-Punch. Run right down here. This is the reason you want to equip the Mog instead of the Acid Bombs. If you hold square on this mug, that's one of the 3 parts that we need to get a free perk later on in the game. Another thing we're going to be doing, keep the challenge in the top left in mind. We do need to... we do need to make sure that we are up. Nope, not a double. We do need to make sure we're doing those as fast as possible. And pick up the nukes in between rounds for a free 400 points. But the reason we want to do these is because we get a free pack-a-punched weapon. I think everybody who's played this map has heard, wait, you get a pack-a-punched weapon for free? That's so cool. It's the Strife. It's actually really powerful. The challenges are randomized, so don't think like choosing the purple flag always gets you these challenges or anything. I just choose purple because purple is my favorite color. But we're gonna run back underground, and we're not gonna touch the mystery box, okay? In Black Ops 3, hitting the mystery box like once or twice at the start of the game, sure, whatever. It's, you know, not that bad. In Black Ops 4, it's a terrible idea. Points are really tight early game for getting all the doors open. And it's not that it's hard, it's just that those points can go to something better. Sword always spawns on that coffin. It's another free perk. And we're just gonna kill off those guys. Try to save as many other zombies as you can. And just keep knifing away. If you have the Strife instead, then at least you have the stiletto knife, right? So you've got that going for you. Another thing is, I need to get out of the habit if you couldn't tell. When you're in Black Ops 3, you can slide infinitely. But in Black Ops 4, after a while, you lose momentum, and eventually you stop altogether, and you need to, like, wait a little cooldown before you can slide again. Which is suboptimal, to say the least. But run back, claim our 500 points, and thank God it's slide under a blade trap. This challenge is actually... I mean, honestly, like, 5 headshots would be better here, but blade trap is still pretty easy, right? Look at that, just slide under it. And now we've got our pistol, which means we can move faster, and the MOG doesn't really matter anymore, because the pistol is pack-a-punched. Make sure to pick up this part, that's for the acid trap, we'll use it later. The Brazen Bull, for those who don't know, is the shield. And every time you get an affinity item to slow down, you have a chance of it being a max ammo, which is cool. But it also raises your affinity a stage, which is even better because at max affinity you get fire sales for free. You don't have to move box, which is why another reason you don't hit box on this map. Because if you move box, then sure you can get fire sales from zombies, but there are also more power-ups that can spawn instead of max ammos, and you want those max ammos in Carpenters more than anything else. Because in this game, Carpenter does refill your shield, if you recall. Wait a minute. We have melee, don't we? So melee does give you bonus points, but the actual shooting doesn't. That's the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and pop temporal here because we're gonna run into a power-up soon. And if it's a double, I do want to be able to save it for a little bit. Man, we were really earlier on in the round than I thought we were. I could have picked up the double then. But temporal will make power-ups to stay around for twice as long, and they'll stay active for twice as long. So this thing will take a minute instead of 30 seconds to disappear, and it'll last for a minute instead of 30 seconds, which is exactly why we want it. And exactly why temporal is so valuable. Later in the game, insta-kills become more valuable. But where we are right now, it's definitely the double points that's king. So the next shield piece can spawn right there. It can spawn right there. And our third free perk piece is going to be that golden helmet. Our last shield spawn is right up here where it is. And we definitely want to be calling in the champions right now. This is the double champion. Yup. I was gonna say, which means that there is a big boy behind me. God, just... Oh, wait a minute. Another trick to scam some extra points out of the game right there. If you kill zombies with the explosion from the specialist weapons, they actually don't die, they just respawn. So basically, I got points from all those zombies once, and I can get them again. Now our last shield piece is gonna spawn right there. Run down the stairs, it's gonna be in his hand, it's the knife. Which we just picked up. Or it's going to be all the way down here on one of those two tables. Now, this round, we can get Pack-a-Punch open. Which is awesome. Before we go down there, though, we're actually going to grab the free perk. So there's 3 pieces we picked up. Hold square on the dragon boat, hold square on his head in his arms. Then you'll hear the sound, and you need a Wraithfire for this. Run over here. On the bloodstain, kind of line yourself up with that line. Back up a little bit, look up, and then line up your crosshairs with the point. That hit. Line up your right crosshair, that is, with the point of his little thing, and what you'll see is the fire will come over here. We're just giving him a nice little burial. So because I'm so far ahead on points, I'm actually going to buy the Vapor. Which gives me a one-shot melee until round 10. Now, I'm not going to put any points into Pack-a-Punch right now because I don't need it, right? I've got the Vapor, which is already a strong AR. And I have my Pack-a-Punch pistol, which is going to be good for another 6 or 7 rounds, probably. So run through the middle. If you go through the fire, you will lose crowd affinity, so be careful. Alright, we got a specialist meter off of these guys. Which actually makes this a beautiful time to start leveling up the specialist. Now, if you're using the hammer, you want to level it up as soon as possible. The level 3 is the strongest level. If you are using the staff, level 2 is the strongest level. Because you can, if you spam melee and fire with the staff at the same time, you can create a loop where it melees like super fast and does a lot of extra damage. Anyhow, buy up some perks here. Ooh, you love to see that. Ethereal Razor is definitely one of the perks you're looking for early game. That changes my plans a little bit. I'm actually gonna dump off this Vapor now. For the cheapest gun on the map. And And we're gonna buy the Bowie knife. Unless we get a ballistic knife during this fire sale. But either way, like I said, if you get that glowing green affinity with like the little, I guess, firework type things, you do get fire sales off of those guys. Please tell me it's a faster gun. Yes, it is. And Ethereal Razor does give you that melee area of effect damage. That's awesome. So, Bowie knife. And if you're running Ethereal Razor, by the way, like if you just keep it as part of your kit, instead of buying the Vapor, just skip to the Bowie knife. Just spend the extra money. It's so worth it. Let's get back to the actual setup, though. The shield build table is right down here. The pit's actually a pretty solid training spot, too, so it's nice overall. You can skip that animation by just tapping. When you're pulling out a new shield the first time, if you tap your shield button and then switch weapons and then tap your shield button again, it'll skip that stupid little animation. We can also go turn on Pack-a-Punch. We can pick up 2 pieces in here. They always spawn in the same spots. Just hold square on the pillars. The chain is right there. And then if you come over to this side, the cog is on the floor in the corner there. Alright, there's no fire behind me. And just to show off how powerful E-Razor is, there you go. Nice easy 2-shot on the mini-boss. So come out, there is a pot on the Danu Ra side. You gotta shoot that pot. And then look for this stone head. I'll show you all 4 spots, but that's where you gotta pick it up. I'll also show you how to find it real quick. There's a way to not have to search all 4 spots. We just got lucky right there. Once you've shot the pot, if you come up here, you can see this fire makes like there's a hook on one end and then there's an arrow on the other end. Whichever tower that arrow is pointing to is where you're going to find this stone head. So the other spots are in Danu right here between the trees. That works. We're gonna wait for the fire because I don't want to lose my max affinity. In Odin, you're gonna find this stone head rested right up against this pot right there. And we're gonna go check on the affinity item, make sure it's not something super useful. It's not. You know what? Did I actually... Beautiful. All 4 perks are just like that. Gives you a free speed cola and an extra kick on your 4th perk. The Odin's, or the Zeus Stonehead is... right down here. So, now you know about this mythical stone head. But you may ask yourself, what do you do with the stone head? The answer may shock you. You gotta build the acid trap, and you gotta melt the stone head under the acid trap. So basically, if you come up to any of these skulls, there's one in each tower, but the raw one is the best one. Then you hold square on the grate in front of it. Then you need 1500 to activate it, which I totally forgot about, and so may have purchased perks instead of saving points for. That being said, I love my perks, so I'm not complaining. We've just got to run another round here. To clarify, this is not part of the Easter egg. Shooting that fire barrel downstairs is in no way, shape, or form related to the Easter egg. The reason that you shoot that barrel is to get a free wonder weapon. Now, the tigers are dicks, because if they lunge at you, you lose affinity. So be careful. Watch out for their lunges. Try to be more aggressive than they are. I know that sounds difficult. I swear it's not that bad. Having all 4 perks also gives you a small bonus to, like, repair speed in this game. So activate the cauldron. The only thing that can deactivate the cauldron is the Blightfather, which we don't have yet. And I'm just running away from it because I don't want it to kill zombies. Right, like, I want all the zombies to spawn on me so that I can kill them. Alright, challenge is done. And if you do not have Ethereal Razor or a good melee setup, go for headshots. Headshots will get you slightly less points, but they'll still get you points. Our trap should now be done. And perfect. We've got the gladiators, so we're ready to do the first little bit of the Easter egg. Pick up the scorpion. Then you've got a... I'm just gonna... Nah, I'll save the max for a little bit, actually. Alright, so when you hear that little crunch, you gotta get the axe thrower to throw straight through one of the wood piles, and then you can pick up that little wood splinter below it. The wood splinter goes down in the Odin Tower. Hold square on that little ring there, and that'll take like 3 or 4 rounds to finish itself up. I should end the round, actually, inside the arena. Alright, so we got our temporal gift back up, which is huge. Drink that to double the length of the fire sail, and then we gotta run up and spam box. What we're looking for right now is the classics. It's the Wonder Weapon or this game's OP weapons. So basically, Wonder Weapon or Rocket Launcher. And having Time Slip can be really useful on this map, because we're doing the side quest to get the rocket launcher, or to get the Wonder Weapon for the main Easter egg, but if you actually do... hang on. If you actually get the wonder weapon out of the mystery box instead, then you can save the free one for the end, which means you don't have to carry the wonder weapon for the whole Easter egg, because the wonder weapon on this map is generally pretty average. Like, it's not super special. It's not something you want to go, you know, super far out of your way to be like, oh, look at me, I've got the wonder weapon. Anyways, let's just wait for this guy to get back into mid. Alright, we didn't get it this round. I'm gonna re-roll my challenge just so that I know what it is. Zombie tigers. I'm glad I re-rolled it early. Another fire sale means that we go back to the top. That nuke is tempting, and honestly, I kind of want to keep the Maddox. It is a very fun weapon, but alas. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely keeping the micro. The micro is going to be worth pack-a-punching. It's going to be worth keeping, holding on to, cherishing forever. It shreds mini-bosses. And that is going to be something that cannot be overstated. Oh, I lost my affinity for shooting the... Oh, God. So my shield broke, which means I lost my affinity, because there are a couple of things in this game that are really stupid that take your affinity. And one of them is losing your shield, another is getting pounced by the tiger, because those are both events that are totally out of your control. I mean, like, obviously you could go for the, like, just dodge forehead approach, but that's not, you know... And also, fun fact about the micro, with Bandolier, it actually has more ammo than it can show on the ammo counter. So, like, if I shoot a couple rounds, reload, it went from... It flashed 113 and then went back to 23, if you saw that. Really fun weapon. I love it. You should too. I'll take one hit on bots. Oh, did I mention the micro is also not, it's not like it's bad at killing zombies. The reason I say it's good for mini bosses is because it chews through ammo. Best way to build up affinity is to work in the middle of the map where the crowd can see you. The gift of money, thank you. Alright, that sound is the free perk sound. That big thing. Yeah, that's the free perk sound. So we're gonna run back up here. Run, 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 run. We got an Odin statue right here. Pick it up, you get a 5th perk. Stone Cold Stronghold is maybe the worst perk we could have gotten. Honestly. It is not, like... It is not a remotely good perk for this situation. By the way, you may have saw, like, it take a lot of ammo to kill that guy. That's just because you need to kind of... You need to barrel stuff them to get the really fast kills with this weapon, and you also need it... You also want it to be pack-a-punched above its round. So when you hear a gift from Cirquette, you'll see a little puff of confetti. This gold vial will be at the bottom. Go pick up the gold vial. And we are going to run into the basement of Danu. I forgot that I opened that door. There's a gladiator at that window. And come up to the hole in the tree, melee it, and then hold square below it. That's gonna start filling up the... God fucking damn it. Although then again, now that I got that, so you need max crowd affinity to get that gold jar, okay? Once you get the gold jar, like immediately after you get it, you want to drop your affinity down all the way in the other direction. Like, just go from all the way top to all the way bottom. And the easiest ways to do that are by throwing explosives into the crowd and by running through the fire, which is why I saved a zombie this round. We actually need the crowd to throw poop at us for the Easter egg. I know it sounds a little bit sus, but like, just trust. Trust in the process, right? Okay, so you saw a pebble come flying by us right there. That's not what we're looking for. That's the drop that can happen instead of the poop, though. So we're getting there. Alright, now you can see that we've got this little... Let me find a darker background real quick. We've got that red smoke. That red smoke is the, like, lowest you can go affinity. Now we're gonna go down to the Pack-a-Punch room to pick up pretty much the last thing we need to complete the first step of the Easter egg and really kickstart it. It is this skull right... Of course, the one time I want to have to look for it, I find it first try. Okay, so that skull has that little blue symbol on its head, right? Just run up to it, pull out your special weapon. Hello? Or don't work, I guess. What's supposed to happen is you run up, pull out your special weapon, it falls out of the wall, but I guess it doesn't want to do that today. It spawns in, by the way, it can only happen once you've activated Pack-a-Punch. But the skull can be found lining any of... You see all these walls that have skulls in them? So it can be under each of those statues, it can be found on the insides of each of these corners, it can be found on that wall or that wall, and it can be found up the stairs on those side walls. Those are the spots for the skull, so search all those spots and you should find it in one of them. I am gonna take my 12,000 and actually probably just Pack-a-Punch a little bit more. Kilowatt is cool. Kilowatt will get rid of the ice zombies. Cryo freeze will get rid of the poison zombies. Firebomb will get rid of the shock zombies. And cryo freeze, okay. So now this gun is all maxed out. We can actually go back into Danu this round as well. And you'll see the jar has filled up. Pick it up. You'll hear something about poison. It doesn't really matter what quote it is. But run over to the mystery box. Come up to the side, hold square to poison it, and then hold square again to open it. And your roll will be the death of Orion every time. I don't want to kill that Blightfather quite yet because we need to get the poop. But we know that the skull is right here. So there you go, it worked this time. Hold square to pick it up. I wasn't planning on doing a full Easter egg guide. By the way, there's no reason to do the Easter egg on this map, aside from the XP, and I mean, you get to see a giant elephant, which is pretty cool. But, like, aside from that, there's really no benefit to it. Alright, that's the poop. Now that we've gotten it... by the way, when your affinity is this low, just getting kills can bump it back up. So, like, you want to be careful to do basically nothing and just kind of wait for the drop to happen. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, where did the Blightfather go? You don't actually need the Blightfather for any part of the Easter egg. I also forgot that Blightfathers don't count as part of the round, otherwise I would have saved a zombie. But, anywho, now we are going to be going over towards, the flooded room. In this room, lining the walls, there are going to be 3 little indents. I'm looking at them all now. One of them is going to have a skull grinder in it, okay? Fine. Just come up, hold square to put the skull in. And then just shoot charge shots from the Death of Orion at it. It'll start rotating, eventually it'll stop. You need to shoot a total of 3 shots. Two. And that's our 3rd. And you can see why I called this weapon mediocre earlier. We've shot this train with like 3 charge shots out of this weapon, which consume 3 ammo instead of 1. And gotten nothing in return, basically. So, kill the tiger. Since I'm keeping this thing for the rest of the Easter egg, I'm gonna go ahead and pack-a-punch it. I don't like that I have to pack-a-punch it, but there's not really a better choice. And then we can go pick up that wood stake, it only takes 2 or 3 rounds in reality, but there's no reason to pick it up beforehand. And once you've got the steak, the poop, and the skull, you can come over, put it in that bowl, and just wait a round or two, and it'll pop back out. In the meantime, we can actually go re-roll for Firebomb, because we need it for the next step of this Easter egg. How far in are we? My god, dude. 40 minutes in, and we're barely doing anything. Fortunately, the Dark Ops challenge for this map is a 99-minute completion, which is doable solo for sure, but, like, it's... If you have 2 people who know what they're doing, it's basically a free... Basically a free completion. I need one more piece of armor game. I've been working on this challenge way longer than I should have been. There we go. Pick up that max. I don't believe gladiator rounds count in this game because the game is stupid. But we can go back and check anyways. Oh, they do. So when it's green and glowing, hold square to pick it up. I don't see how fertilizer is going to help. Scarlet, please be quiet. We have a massive tree. I wonder what we can do with fertilizer and a tree. Anyhow, go back over here. Hold square in between the 2 trees. You'll put down the fertilizer. And now we just have to wait for it to start glowing. I'm also going to start... I don't even know what I was caught on right there, but okay. I guess thanks Stone Cold for actually saving my life. I do not want that. And we are on to the next round. I'll take an affinity item. Thank you. I'm gonna start re-rolling my secret sauce perk here. What do I want? Stamina up would be cool. Quick revive would be really cool. I think it's actually quick revive is gonna be the goal. I'll hold on to time slip for a little bit. Okay, the poop is not yet ready. The wonder weapon is a blast on insta-kill, though. Because you can just create, like... Come on, throw an axe at me. Thank you. Anyhow, we should see it start to glow momentarily, unless this is a gladiator round, which I'm beginning to think it is. There you go. At least we get our challenge done. This should be the free perk challenge. So what I'm actually gonna do is that works. That's actually beautiful. Luna can mess up one step of this Easter egg really badly. So by having Luna when I pick up the free perk, I make sure that the free perk isn't Luna. So now I just have to kill a zombie on top of this thing with firebomb. And we are ready to start the next bit of Easter egg. There you go. If you stand on this for 30 seconds, it'll take you through. Anybody who tells you need to hold square is lying. It's not true at all. And then you just see these sacks and you unload into them. If you are going much later than I am for this step, you're gonna want like monkeys, you're gonna want rocket launchers are really good for this step. Fuck, my shield broke. Rocket launchers and monkeys both make this step a lot easier. Also, a weapon that has like controllable recoil is usually nice right about now. And once you have broken all three groups, you come back to the main map. And you need to look for bowl symbols. I'll show you all the locations. I'm gonna grab a shield without looking for any of them, and we'll just do the normal, like, run through that I do. To test, to figure out, so there are gonna be 4, like, blazing bowl symbols. You need to hit each one of them with a burst fire from the shield, and then it's gonna spawn a double HP gladiator. You then kill the double HP gladiator and you light up one of these symbols on... That's cool. Alright, let's get going with this next Easter egg step. We gotta kinda get a move on here. A theme in Black Ops 4, and to some extent in Cold War, the first steps of the Easter eggs have, like, ridiculous round gates on them. So the first one you're gonna be looking for is right back there. Hang on, let me actually just do this real quick. The second one you're going to be looking for is up in the middle. You can see it on that red panel right there, so just go ahead and shoot that one with your shield. We're going to ignore the gladiators until the end because we should be able to use our hammer to get them all. The only thing is, there's one up there, If you kill the last two at the same time, you soft lock the Easter egg. If you think I'm joking, try it yourself, but I think it's 60 completions of this map, so take my word when I tell you that I found pretty much every soft lock there is. One can spawn up there. One can spawn back there. So there are usually 2 underground and 2 above ground. The worst I've ever seen is 3 and 1. So I'm wondering where our underground symbols are. Oh yeah, also these guys sometimes just don't render in. So there's one. One of the underground symbols is good now. But the second one may take a set, or may take a little bit. It could also be in... there's one in Danube based. No, there's not. It's been a while since I did any of these maps. My apologies. I do know for a fact that there's one on this bridge. I believe that there's also the one that spawns up there sometimes takes a little bit, and I already know where the last one is. I am an idiot. You know what? I have 30,000 points. The last one is right there. So now that we've got all 4, we're gonna run back up to the middle of the map, where we've got a nice open spot to kill them all, and then I guess what we're gonna do. Alright, we need all 3 of these guys to disappear. Then we start the 4th one. Alright, this next step, I highly recommend you Google, and I'm actually going to pause the recording to go Google it myself, because I haven't done this in forever, so I forget it. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is you're going to come up top here and hold square on this thing, and then there are going to be a series of 4 symbols that represent zombies. You need to kill them in this order. So that one was gladiator, that one's tiger, that one is water, and that one is poison. So we gotta kill a gladiator, then we gotta kill a tiger, then we gotta kill a water zombie, then we gotta kill a poison zombie. Now, if I recall, the gladiator usually spawns in the basement. Alright, gladiator. Now we gotta wait for the tiger. water, and poison, and then the first set are done. If you fail these, you need to wait around, but once you complete one set, it'll stay done. So just hold square again to start set 2. And we get Brawler, Water, Tiger, and Poison. There's Brawler done. Water somehow died there without killing Poison. Tiger, and then Poison, and just like that, we're done with the step. Next step, oh yeah, we also killed our 9th gladiator in there, so we can get another perk. What is it? Stamina, that is awesome! Hang on. That was easy. The issue with time slip right now is that if I keep it, I have to commit to the rocket launcher. Like, I have to get rid of my, my micro. Which I don't know if I like that idea so much. Or I could wait until after I've hit the symbols and I don't need the... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay. So I'm gonna wait until after I've done the last step that I need the wonder weapon for, and then I'll drop that out for the rocket launcher, because the rocket launcher is really the go-to on this map. It's probably what you want to have for, like, everything. So run up to the pillar. Everybody needs to hold square on it. And that'll start the next challenge. Next, or to start this one, you just gotta get 4 screws. These zombies, if I recall, are infinite, so don't worry about killing whatever you need to get them out of your way. You've got to be shitting. Okay, I was gonna say, you can't be serious right now. It's not that window. One pretty decent way of doing this is gonna be, this is gonna be slow, but it's safe. Run with your shield in front of you, and just do loops. Like, just take one shot, and then take a loop, until all 4 are up. And then you know they're up, you'll hear that sound that we just heard. You might have missed it. And the actual, like, screw will it'll shoot through the floor. Really? So when you hear a great storm approaches, that means all 4 are done and we're ready for the next part of the Easter egg. You want to keep gladiators alive for this one. And you want dead wire. Oh, it's called kilowatt in this game. Kilowatt. Pretend I said that the first time. So basically, you're gonna come up top, because you're not stuck down in the basement anymore. And you're gonna find a floor very much covered with these blue electric-y circles. Now what you need to do with these is get kills one of 2 ways. They can either just be gladiator kills, or they can be zombies that are actively being shocked by kilowatt. And they will just fill it up nice and well. So ideally we get another group of zombies into this one because that should finish it off. Yeah, that did. So when you see that light blue orb above it, that means it's done. The thing about the gladiators, the reason they're so important for this step, is that you don't actually have to kill them with kilowatt, you just have to kill them with a weapon that has kilowatt on it. So like you saw that his soul counted. You also only need 2 kills. I'm gonna need to pick up the max now, unfortunately. Really? First hit, okay. So the Hellion is the OP weapon as long as you have PhD, there we go. It's like magic. I'm gonna run down and get kilowatt on this thing, and we're gonna have a much easier time finishing up the rest of this Easter egg. I also want monkeys, though, by the way. That's what I'm kind of, like, running around for. That's why I'm still touching boxes at all, is because, like, if I can get monkeys for boss fight, that'd be kind of sweet. And you don't really need the extra damage on this thing. So, like, if I get kilowatt, I will just go up and kill these guys, and then I'll worry about finishing up the pack later. But, like, we do have enough points to get everything done. I guess that is one of the nice things about the Easter egg, the first step taking 20 rounds, is, like, you don't need to worry about points. Although, also, you're not going to want the rocket launcher early on in the Easter egg, because if you have to do the raw step with a rocket launcher, like, just do it with the shield instead. Okay, so we don't want to put those guys in this circle. We want to put those guys in this circle. So you can see that circle is done, and we already put one gladiator in over here, so if we can just get this guy into the circle and then sacrifice him. That is 2 more done, and I believe we had 1 more pack. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not doing it until I'm done with the step. Don't be an idiot, Peter. We're so close to done with this Easter egg. Actually, I don't really need fire cells anymore, so that's fine. So the downside to using the rocket launcher for this step is that you can't get zombies. Like, you can't kill zombies with kilowatt. Alright. One player needs to hold square on each of those circles, or if you're in solo, one player needs to touch them. But, like, if you've got 4 players, you all need to hold square in sync. And, this is an interesting one. You regain specialists by getting kills. Okay? You regain specialists by getting kills. The downside is that you've got a huge wave of gladiators, of brawlers, of tigers. No zombies, only the big guys. And if you're not good at dealing with these guys, it is a good idea to bring the staff in solo and get it up to level 3 before this point. Because what you can do is you can plant the staff and stand in it and shoot out of it, and then whenever you go down, you'll be picked up with all your perks. It won't save the extra perks, though. It'll only save your 4 core perks, but, like, the staff will give you functionally infinite downs during this step. So that's... I lied. I thought it was over earlier. I almost went down for it, but it's okay. There we go. White flash means it's over. Alright, let's see if I can still hit these things. This last step is the reason that I still have the circuit's kiss, by the way. There are 3 groups of symbols that are going to pop up around the map. Hold up, I hear more than one zombie. But they all spawn through walls. So you have to shoot a shot from the Circuit's Kiss, one shot that hits all 3 symbols in a specific group. And you have to go only being able to see the first one. This is one of those times where having Winter's Wail comes in super handy because you can freeze the zombie to get it off. Stay still, bro. And then you can actually take a second to like line up your shot. And just pause the videos. Just go at like quarter speed, pause the videos to see where I'm hitting these shots from. Like I said, I've got quite a few completions, so I'm pretty used to hitting those shots. But if you're not, take your time with it. It's better for everybody. So, once again, stand on this platform. Anybody who says hold square, they're lying. They're scamming you. They want your money. Don't give them your credit card information, bro. Don't do it. You're locked down in this room. You've got to survive 3 waves. I'm going to take it slow here because I'm a single player and it's not going to be too chaotic. But basically, you get 2 max ammos. You get 1 in between the first and second wave and 1 in between the second and third wave. But they never despawn. So what you want to do, your goal is going to be to save the one from the first wave until the end of the second wave so that you can pick up the one from the end of the second wave at the end of the third wave and have a max ammo for the boss fight. Alright, incredible wonder weapon. Didn't even kill a train on round 24. The waves they get increasingly more difficult, right? Like, the first wave is pretty much just normal zombies, a couple catalysts, like you've seen. The second wave is gonna start including tigers and champions, and then the third wave... Actually, I think the first wave includes tigers, second wave is champions, third wave is Blightfathers. It's actually a good idea to use Specialist early on here. Especially considering I can pop Arsenal Accelerator. By the way, don't try to anywhere but here out of this room. I'm not gonna lie, I forget if it works. But, if it does work, you're soft locked because you need to pick up an item inside this room once the lockdowns are over, and so if you're outside of this room, yeah, there's nothing you can do. This max ammo does not despawn, by the way. It'll stick there. It'll stick there for as long as you need it to. And this challenge, along with the, also, I don't know why they give you this awful crosshair at level 3, but I guess it is what it is. Yep, I was right. Okay. So now we've got full ammo going into the third wave, and we can, just kind of rocket spam through the third wave. This step soft locks if you kill things too fast, or if you if you spend too much time near the edges of the room, zombies can get stuck on corners and end up not coming in at all. And you do need to kill everything to get out. So sit towards the back, try to take it slow. The more you rush this step in particular, the more likely it is to turn out badly for you. So, I will actually try letting myself get grappled here. That counted? Perfect. There was no reason why that should have counted, but it did. Alright, I'm gonna say we're safe now, and then there should be a little key. Hold square to pick it up. And like I said, now we've got full ammo right next to the shield table, so refill your shields. And once we pick up that key, the actual Easter egg is done. The boss fight portal is open. All players have to run up, hold square, and then the boss fight starts. Now, in this boss fight, you could use the same strat you use elsewhere, which is use your specialist early because you can regen it. However, the elephant has some attacks that can one-shot. Oh, spoilers. Sorry. And because there are some attacks that can one-shot, save your hammer in case you need the armor. During this fight, the gladiators will drop max ammos that do not decay over time. Like, that max ammo won't disappear. So you can just leave it. So you want to come in with max ammo, and you want to try to keep, like, 3 or 4 of those maxes on the ground at all times, because you never know when you'll need them. Especially if you're in multiplayer and somebody has monkey bombs, save the maxes for monkey bombs. You shouldn't need them for ammo. The boss fight's fairly straightforward. You can actually use it as an XP farm as well, if you want to. Just don't kill the second elephant. Just dodge it, and you should keep getting gladiators. I didn't even mean to walk through that, but you know what? I don't care too much. It's alright. These tigers signify that the main boss is about to come out. You always get one drop from the tigers. It's a random drop. It can be a double points, which really sucks. It can be an insta-kill, which kind of rocks. The insta-kill is especially important if you don't have... There's the boss. You can't attack it until it starts moving. The first phase will be it'll shake off its armor. And then if you can manage to hit a full burst into that diamond on the top of its head, it'll just fall over. This is the attack that one-shots. The way you get around it is either by hiding behind the big central structure until it's been destroyed. It'll go through the fire pillars. Or you need to run at a 90-degree angle to the elephant immediately. Like, you need to run straight to the side to get out of the, to get out of its way. Did elephant 1 fall over? No, it did not. I'm assuming that you can see how this boss fight may be a little bit easier with monkeys. That's the elephant falling over. When it staggers a second time, it's dead. That carpenter, I wouldn't count on it being a guaranteed spawn. I don't remember seeing it every time, although I may have overlooked it. Because I think I've said this before, I have a lot of completions on this map. The main reason I have a lot of completions on this map is because when you complete this map or Voyage, you get... Actually, it's when you open the boss portal on this map or Voyage, the doors on all the maps up to Alpha Omega become free. So on all the Chaos maps, all the doors are free if you open the boss portal on 9 or Voyage, as long as you're hosting the game and until you close app next. Which it's, you know, pretty powerful. Come on, elephant. Okay, well, there it is. It's coming. Gates coming up. It don't give a fuck. The diamonds are the weak points on the armor. With the rocket launcher, if you shoot like underneath its snout, you can actually just straight up hit, there it is. That's what I was talking about earlier. The shield does a weird amount of damage to these elephants. If you can hit the diamond on top of its eye, it is a really fast kill. Now you get to do a victory lap of your max ammos, and I completed this on round 25 because I know exactly what I'm doing. A good round to try to have this Easter egg done by if you're playing casually is probably around 30. Like 30 to 32. It sounds late, but it's not that bad. It accounts for a couple of failures on the raw step. It accounts for, you know, maybe just wasting a round or two accidentally. All that stuff. And now we get on to the end credits, which I am actually going to go ahead and shut off. I believe that people have gotten copyright claims against them for showing these cutscenes before. But it's basically the priest guy reaching into the portal, corrupting it, and then it like recoiling into him and the zombie infection sort of taking over him. Then Scarlet sasses him and they all get beheaded, and that's how they exit the dream. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. And here, I'll actually just thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys around with another guide. The next one is almost definitely going to be Ancient Evil. I'm not doing Voyage of Despair because the Planet Step solo is almost impossible. Look up another guide for it. It's like, you know, if you think I'm pretty good at zombies, you need to be on a whole nother fucking level to deal with the Planet Step without going down in solo. Especially because you need the Wonder Weapon for the Easter egg, and you can't shoot the planets with it, and you need the rocket launcher for the boss fight, and you can't shoot the planets with it, so you need to get rid of one of them to shoot the planets and then get one of them back, and it's just a whole logistical clusterfuck. So, for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys, like I said, with Ancient Evil, and then Dead of the Night. Dead of the Night's gonna be a fucking blast. Dead of the Night is an incredible map, but I will make sure I get rid of free doors first, because you won't have free doors, and free doors do make these maps really fun. I can do separate uploads for each of these with free doors. 9, it doesn't really change much. Voyage, it doesn't really change much. Dead of the Night, it changes everything. Free doors shave like 5 rounds off the Easter egg. They also work on Blood of the Dead, which I'm not doing because Blood of the Dead's Easter egg is torture. I'm also, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing any of the Aether maps in this game because they're all just disappointing. And apparently double plasma's up, so I got a super cool 109 plasma from that game. Hour 24 minutes, so that's 84 minutes, so we would have gotten the Dark Ops calling card there. Surprisingly, I thought I was going pretty slow, because 99 minutes is an hour 33. But yeah, that's how you do this Easter egg. It's not too difficult. We'll do some live elixir openings, because why not? Ooh, triple shopping free, let's go. This is the reason I used this one instead of the like any of the others. Killjoy is good. Oh yeah, also the 40. So think about it like this, right? When you pop a 40, you get 5 elixirs total. When you pop the 100, you get when you pop the 100, you get 9. So basically, you get, for popping the 40, you get 10 elixirs for 80, or 9 elixirs for 100. That's why you always go 40 over 100. If you want the talismans, you're kind of an idiot. The talismans don't really do much in this game. They were clearly like Activision saying we need more pay-to-win shit. But that completes this map, and thanks for watching.